Hey y'all, good to see y'all back on watching my videos again. This is going to be the start of a 3-point series that I want to make. I got to thinking, you know what, the videos that I made on making my tractor forks to move the logs with, I didn't do them justice. And I can't recreate the video, but I could edit and cut out all the fluff and try to make it more to the point and show you how I made the forks. So if you like this type of content, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. Ring the bell for future notifications too. Anyway, back where we're at here on these forks is I downloaded a live stream that I did to part of the welding, and I took clips of this and that, and I'm putting together this deal, and it's the idea how to do it. Not exact details, but you'll get the gist of how easy it is. And you'll also find out that these forks are better than the quick release forks that come with a typical tractor that you pay extra for. Because I don't got to get off to release them or connect them. I mean, I just drive up and hook up, and I'm away and gone. Well, how do you like this flag camera of mine? Pretty handy, huh? Made it myself. Yep, pretty sweet. So anyway, what I got here is basically some 4-inch steel that's about 3/4 of an inch thick. That's for the forks themselves. They might be 7/8 thick. I don't remember exactly how thick. They're about 30 inches long. I could have made them 4 foot long, but this is a little tiny tractor, and the furthest the load gets out in front of the bucket, the less it will work. Got to keep that load up close, and I figured I wouldn't be tempted to pick up more further on out. So anyway, I made my forks only about 30 inches deep. They're about 4 inches wide by about close to 1 inch thick. And then the back post is like 1.5 inches thick solid steel by about 2, maybe 2.5 inch solid inches thick. Welded that down tight on there. And as you can see, I'm not the best welder. I got fired. He took one look at my welds and he kicked me off my own job. Says, "You're fired. Out of here." He says, "You suck at this." Well, as you can see, there's a whole lot of welding and a whole lot of grinding and a whole lot of brushing and cleaning. All of which I didn't show you all the details of that whole process. Of course you don't want to see all that. But you're getting the gist of it, which is what I've got to go through on this. When you get to the end of this video, check out the prank I pull on Dave. It's pretty funny. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment. Now that we got the forks welded to the uprights, now across the top of the 2 forks, I got to weld a pipe in there. I made that pipe about 6-8 inches long, welding on top of each fork, so I can run a steel rod, a solid steel shaft through the 2 of them that the forks will hang off of. You'll see how it works. Pretty close. Now when we're welding that pipe on the back of the blocks that we're going to run the shaft through, we want to make sure that the forks everything's going to be parallel, and those pipes are going to be parallel. So when the forks are hanging off that shaft, it's not trying to put a bind on the forks, you know, where they're trying to fall down a little bit lower. You know, I mean, it's got to be right. So we want to line up the forks, make sure that they're parallel, everything's set the way it's supposed to be. Run the shaft through to weld the pipes down into place, so everything will be just right, straight in line where they should be. Now that we got that welded on up together, the pipe on there, go and line that on up. And I got some hooks I don't want to be welding onto the bucket. Now, I had them cut down at Reliable Weld here in Sweet Home. Great outfit, by the way. I can't speak highly enough about a Reliable Weld. I mean, I love them dearly. I mean, great people down there. H&H Machine right next door. Great outfit. Anyway, he cut the hooks on out because I didn't have the equipment. That was pretty thick steel. I don't know, about 1/2 inch thick steel that we made the hook in for the bars to hook on into. So we got to weld that up, get them made up to weld up on the back, on the top of the bucket, so I can just hook the bucket right on there with them. and it's going to operate sweetly. And I got to grind the paint off the bucket here where I'm going to set those hooks at, where I'm going to weld them down for when I hook up onto the forks with it. So that's what I'm doing here. I got to grind off the paint so we can get a good weld, not leave a dirty flag on any weld when we go to weld it. Now here what I'm doing, putting that steel shaft on in there, I want to make sure that all the hooks, when I set that steel shaft in there, I want to make sure that all the hooks are set tight up against that shaft. I don't want 1/4 of an inch away, because then it'd be putting all the weight on one hook and not the other. I want the weight on that shaft distributed evenly to all the hooks.
You.
I can't go any lower. Be on
We didn't bring it up that low. I'm stuck.
I'd offer to help you out, but it's too funny.